The U.S. mindset has been the U.S. can dictate terms to the rest of the world. This is certainly not true with respect to China. It's actually not true with respect to many countries. I think the mindset in Washington, not necessarily across the United States, is a containment mindset. Of course, it makes no sense. The U.S. cannot contain China. It should not contain China. So the whole outlook is mistaken, but it is real because the political class in the United States has long believed that the United States should have effective hegemony or primacy over the rest of the world, including China. It's not a desirable or achievable aim, but it is the aim in Washington. It hasn't gone away, but I think more and more U.S. politicians are perhaps understanding that the U.S. cannot pursue such an approach without great cost to the U.S. What happened after Trump put on the very high tariffs was not only that China retaliated with high tariffs, but also the rare earths stoppage alarmed the United States and forced the officials in the Trump administration to recognize that China has some important, true chokeholds on the U.S. economy. And I think what happened was not a tactical or strategic move by the United States, but rather a recognition that we should not let this controversy completely get out of hand, because that could bring large parts of the U.S. economy to a halt. Having said that, the mindset remains in the U.S. What can we do to stay ahead of China, or what they think is staying ahead of China? That mindset has not gone away. And so there will be no real stability, much less true cooperation between the U.S. and China, probably for several years. I hope that both sides are understanding, and I think the Chinese side certainly does, but I hope the U.S. side understands not to provoke in any dangerous way. The U.S. mindset has been that the U.S. can dictate terms to the rest of the world. This is certainly not true with respect to China. It's actually not true with respect to many countries. This is the real situation that we should avoid any major confrontation, especially one that could slip into open conflict, which would be absolutely terrible. But I don't expect good, stable trade and economic relations anytime soon, because I know the mindset in the United States, and it's not a mindset conducive to cooperation. China should try the best to reach agreements with the U.S., but without conceding strategic objectives and without depending on those agreements actually being followed through, because I think the U.S. will continue to improvise and break agreements or raise new conditions or raise new difficulties. In other words, my basic argument is that for China, it is not the U.S. market nor even the European market that's going to be the main source of export growth in the coming years. It's going to be the rest of the world. But that's a big rest of the world. That's not a small rest of the world. That is about 85% of the world population in total, or if you take away China's part, it's about 2/3 of the world population is open for China's exports and in need of China's exports and China's technology.